Hello students, welcome back to Roshan Engineering Hub. So from today we are starting our new series, that is Database Management System, or in short DBMS, which is a core subject in computer science and also a very important subject from the placement point of view, as many placement questions are asked from this subject, and also it is a very important subject from the competitive exams as well. So in our DBMS playlist we are going to cover each and every topic of this subject from basics to detail in a very easy explanation. So let's start our first lecture of DBMS, in which we will study what is DBMS and why we study DBMS and what are its advantages, disadvantages, characteristics, everything we will study about the DBMS basics. And also one very important thing, you don't have to worry about notes. You will get a very good and helpful notes of each and every topic in the PDF form in the description box. So without time waste, let's move to our topic. First of all, we will talk about what is data. Let's see the definition of data. Data means unorganized facts or raw information that is not processed, collected from different sources. This is the definition of data. Simply what the data means, data is simply an unorganized facts, or we can say unorganized information or raw information or unstructured information which is collected from different sources and this is not processed. And once we process the data, it becomes a meaningful or organized information. Okay? So once processed becomes meaningful. Okay, so this is what the data means. Data is simply an unorganized information which is not processed, and after you process it, it becomes a meaningful information. Now here we see one more thing. We just take the difference between the data and information. What the data and what the information means. Okay, this is the difference between data and information. What did see? Data is and not processed information. Data is not processed, and the information is a processed information. Okay, data is not unstructured. Data is, we have seen here, it is an unorganized or unstructured, and once we process it becomes meaningful. Meaningful, that is an information. Okay, let's see the difference. Here we see data and here we will see information. Okay, so data is raw fact, or we can say it is unorganized, or we can say unstructured, or one more thing, it is can be an unprocessed. And what the information means, it is a processed, meaningful data, and it is structured, organized. Data means data is simply a raw pack with an unorganized, unstructured, unprocessed, and once we process the data, we get the meaningful information which helps in our decision making. Let's see the examples of both data and information. Example, suppose student marks are there. Okay, like 78, 90, 54. These are the student marks, or we can say student names are there. Okay, XYZ, whatever names are there, or student roll number. These are the examples of the data which is not processed, or which we can say this is an unorganized data. Okay, like here are the student marks. This is not, they are simply the marks which is not organized. Now we can say, take the example of information. This is the, like we can say, the average marks of class is 75. this is the data which is not organized. Here are the student marks which is written as unorganized, unstructured. Now, when we organized it, we see that they are the average marks of classes 75. So, it gives us some information. This does not give us some information. Therefore, it is an data, and this gives us information. Therefore, it is an information. This is an structured and organized information. Okay? Which gives us some meaning. So, this will help in our decision making. Okay? So once we process the data, it becomes information, and it is unprocessed, then it is a data. So data is raw or meaningless until we organize it. I hope you clear what is data and what is the difference between data and information. If you want to note it down or take the screenshot of this. So after understanding what is data, let's talk about the database. What is database? Let's see the definition of database. Database is a organized collection of data. It means data is stored systematically so that we can easily access, update, and manage it. Database is simply an organized collection of data, and it is organized collection of data means data is organized, and it is a processed data. Okay, it is a meaningful data. In database, we store the data in a systematical way so that we can easily access it, update it, or manage it whenever we require. Let's take an example for this database. We have a school database, okay, which has this information about students, teachers, exams, and courses organized way so that it can be easily accessed, update, or managed. Okay, or let's take another example. Suppose we have a hospital database which have a records of patients, doctors, or medicines, which is also in an organized way, so that we can easily access it, update it, or manage it. So simply in database, what is it? It is an everything, and all the data is organized in the database. Okay, so I think you clear that what is database. In database, we have data which is organized, which is systematically arranged so that we can easily access, update, or manage whenever we required it. Okay, we can easily have the information what we need. Okay, so in database, our data is systematically stored. Okay, I hope you clear it. If you have to note down this, note down or take the screenshot. So now come to our topic, that is database management system. Now we talk about what is DBMS. So let's take our definition of DBMS first. That what is DBMS? Let's see. DBMS. It is a software that helps to create, manage, and control the database. Okay, so this is what the DBMS. We can see it by name only. Database management system. Okay, this is the software which helps to create, manage, and control the database. What is database? We have seen right now. Database is the collection of data. Okay, which is an organized data in which our data is stored. So what the DBMS is? It is a software that helps to create, manage, and control the database. Okay, it is a software to control the database in which the data is stored. Okay, I hope clear hai? Okay, so DBMS is simply a manager of database which stores the data and keeps it safe and organized so that we can easily access and update it whenever we require. Let's see the examples of DBMS. Examples are MySQL, Oracle, MongoDB. So these are the softwares. MySQL, Oracle and MongoDB are the software. We can say these are the DBMS in which we store our data. So now I hope you clear with the DBMS, that what is database management system. You take the screenshot of this also. Let's move forward and now we discuss about why to study this subject or what is the need to study DBMS. Let's discuss that. Need of DBMS. Earlier, we store the data in the traditional file system like text files or Excel sheets. We also stores the data. And what is the need of DBMS? We need DBMS because there were some problems with the traditional file systems. So what were that problems? Let's discuss that. Earlier, traditional file system were used but have some problems. क्या problems थी? चलिए अब हम वो देखते हैं. First was the data redundancy. Data redundancy means what? The data redundancy means it means that the same data was stored multiple times. Okay, we have once we stored some data and it was stored multiple times, so it becomes the redundant data. Okay, so now say this was the problem with the traditional file system, that if we are storing some data, it was stored multiple times, so it is a type of one problem. Then second problem is data inconsistency. Now, what the data inconsistency means? It means if we update the data at one place, it didn't update the another place. Okay, if we are updating, we have the multiple data. Okay, and if we update at one place, it is not updating at another. So it also causes some problem. Therefore, it is also one problem of traditional file system. So that we are switching to DBMS. Now, third problem is difficulty in data access. This was also the one of the problem, if we want to access some data. Okay, like we require some data and we want to access that, so running complex queries was hard. Okay, like in traditional file system, if we are running some queries, it was hard to access some data. So this is also the one of the problem of traditional file system. But in DBMS, if we use some queries, it is easy to access data. Therefore, we switch to DBMS. Okay, so difficulty in data access. If we want to access some data, so it was hard to access using some queries. Now, fourth problem was poor security. In traditional file system, security was very less. Any unauthorized access be there. So unauthorized access is easy in the traditional file system. So this was also one of the problem. And fifth problem is difficult in backup or recovery. This is one of the very important problem. Like if there is some system crash or data loss, then the recovery of data is very complicated and it is very difficult to recover the data in the traditional file system if it is once lost. So these all are the drawbacks of the traditional file system, and all these problems were solved by DBMS, and it makes our system centralized, secure, and data easily accessible. Okay, therefore now we are using the DBMS instead of traditional file system. It is having very problems that we have already discussed here, and all these problems were solved by the DBMS. Therefore we are using DBMS nowadays. Okay, I hope आपको clear है. Note down this or take the screenshot of this also. Now once again I am saying that you don't have to worry about the notes, and I will give you a very good and helpful notes in the description box. You can check in description box, you will get there each and every topic simple easy explanation notes. Okay. And one more thing, if you understand the topic, so please do comment in the comment box. And if you like the topic, so please subscribe the channel. Now, let's move forward. Now we discuss about the difference between the traditional file systems and the DBMS. Okay, so let's discuss the difference. Feature, file system and DBMS. Okay, so let's discuss the difference. First, we will take about the data redundancy. We have discussed it right now. Redundancy मतलब क्या होता है? Same data was stored multiple times in the system. Okay, so in the file system, it is very high redundancy. Okay, high redundancy of data. Right here also, same data stored multiple times. Okay, and DBMS, the data redundancy is very low. Okay, then next difference is backup and recovery. Backup and recovery in the file system is very difficult, and in the DBMS it is very easy. Next difference is security. Security in the file system is very low. Shell cell limited, and DBMS it is very high security. Okay, and next we shall see about the cost. Okay, the cost of the file system is very less expensive, and of DBMS it is very high expensive. More expensive, less और more लिख लेते हैं यहाँ पर. Less expensive and more expensive. Next difference is user access. We shall write here the number also 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. User access. One user at a time, and here multiple user at a time. Okay, in the file system only one user can access the data at a time, and in the DBMS multiple user can access the data at the time. And one more difference is there of the data access. File system, the data access is hard. We have seen here difficult to access the data. We have seen in the problems also. Okay, the data access in the file system is very hard, and in DBMS it is easy with the queries. We can use the queries in DBMS and find, or we can access our data. So these are some differences between the file system and DBMS. Just one more time. See, the data redundancy in the file system is very high. Data redundancy means the same data was stored multiple times, but it reduced in the DBMS. Then second difference is the backup and recovery. Backup and recovery in the file system is very difficult, and in DBMS it is very easy. Third difference we have seen of security. The security in the file system is very low. Our data is very unsecure because it has a unauthorized access also. So unauthorized access in the file system is very easy, and in DBMS only the authorized access were there, therefore the security is very high. Then next difference we seen here is the cost. Cost of the file system is very less expensive. Okay, but in the DBMS the cost is the very more, or we can say DBMS is a very expensive. Then of the difference is the user access. In the file system only one user can access the data at a time, but in the DBMS multiple user can access the data at a time. Then the last difference we have seen of the data access. In the file system the data access is very hard, and in the DBMS the data access is very easy with the help of queries like in the SQL. Okay, this is the difference we have seen of the file system and DBMS. If you want to take the screenshot, you can take it. Now let's move forward. Now everything has some benefits and drawbacks, so we can say advantages and disadvantages. So now let's discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of DBMS. First we will discuss the advantages, then further we will discuss about the Disadvantages of DBMS. Advantages of DBMS. First advantages is the reduced data redundancy, which we have discussed already. Same data is not stored multiple times in the DBMS, so it is reduce the data redundancy. Second advantages is improved data consistency. Okay, so this is also the advantages of DBMS, that the data consistency in the DBMS is got improved. Means the data in the DBMS is very accurate and to date everywhere. Okay. Then third is easy data access. You can quickly manipulate data, means add, update or delete using the query. Now what are queries? We will discuss it later in our videos. Okay. This is the third advantage. That means the data access in the DBMS is easy due to queries. Then fourth is data security. Okay, so in DBMS data is very secured. It is very high security is there because the authorized users can only access our data or they can only modify the data. Okay, unauthorized access is not there. Only the authorized users can only access and modify data. Then fifth advantage is backup and recovery. This is also a very good advantage of DBMS, that the DBMS automatically backup or recover the data if the system got crash or fail. Okay, and this is the fifth advantage. Now we will see the sixth advantage is data sharing. Data sharing means the multiple users can access or work on the same data simultaneously. Okay, multiple users can work at a time with the same data. So these all are the advantages of DBMS. One more thing, if you were asked about the characteristics or features of DBMS, so you can include all these points same. Okay, characteristic, features or advantages all includes the same points. Okay, are the advantages. If you want to take the screenshot, take it. Okay, so now we have seen the advantages. Now let's discuss the disadvantages of DBMS. Disadvantages of DBMS. First disadvantage is it is having a very high cost. Okay, it is very expensive because the hardware and the software which is used in the DBMS is very costly. It is very expensive. So this is one of the disadvantage of DBMS. Then second disadvantage is complexity. Complexity means the installing, managing and maintaining a DBMS requires a technical knowledge. Therefore, it is very complex and it is a disadvantage of DBMS, like installing, managing and maintaining a DBMS requires the technical knowledge. Therefore, it is very complex. Now, third disadvantage is performance overhead. Performance overhead means if there are some more data, so DBMS may work slowly. Sometimes it may work slowly. Like if there is some less data also, then also it may work slowly. Okay, so this is one of the disadvantages of DBMS. Then fourth is required skilled personnel. Required the skilled personnel means the DBMS required a trained professional to run or manage the DBMS, and we cannot use the DBMS until and unless it has the full knowledge of DBMS. Okay, so only the trained professional can use DBMS and work on DBMS. Okay, so all these are the disadvantages of DBMS. If you want to take the screenshot of this, take it. So now these are some of the basics of DBMS, where we discuss that what is data, what is database, what is database management system, why we need DBMS, and what is the difference between traditional file system and DBMS, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of DBMS. That is for today. Next topics we will continue in our next video lectures. So do you like the video? Please tell in the comment box, and if you understand the topics, please like the video and do not forget to subscribe the channel for more such videos. So let's meet in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep growing. Thank you for watching.